just a couple of weeks ago, I was excited to go to CompTIA. One of our ecosystem partners, Compliancy Group, the CEO, nominated me for the Business Applications Advisory Council, and I hadn't had much interaction or involvement with CompTIA beforehand. And I was really impressed and surprised to find out that CompTIA has about 70 million in revenue. They're actually a nonprofit organization, and they put all that money back into the nonprofit. And they're focused on technology adoption. So they help, through their certification programs, get the rest of the industry up to speed on technology, really comfortable with technology, and just move the whole industry forward as these new technologies come available. So I'm on the Business Applications Advisory Council, along with ConnectWise, Compliancy Group, SAS, also SAP. And our focus is really looking at the cloud providers, the software as a service applications, and how those providers can take their solutions, and MSPs, the channel, can start to add those applications and solutions into their stack. So really excited about kind of helping these two worlds come together.
So we were in Iowa recording an episode of our MSP Ignition podcast with Arlen Sorensen, who's a legend in this industry. He founded HTG, and now he's with, which got purchased by ConnectWise, and now they're known as IT Nation Evolve. So we sat down with Arlen for about 45 minutes and talked about peer groups. That's why we went out there. Plus we got a tour of the farm, so that was nice. Probably the most interesting part of it is it's great to go to a place where something that started as just an idea from a guy, kind of like that typical tech story of a guy in a garage. This is a guy in a farm who brought together some other MSPs, and they were like, hey, what challenges are you facing? It started with Y2K. We'll talk about it on the podcast, but it started kind of with Y2K, and these guys that got together, and we saw the progress of him saying, this was the next section I built on at the building, and this was the next section that I built on, and was telling us stories about tents and being in the barn. And so it was really great to see how much he'd built his business. So yeah, what's next is, well, first of all, if you want to know what's next, a good place to start is subscribe. Make sure you subscribe on iTunes and give us a rating while you're there. Obviously, make sure you share the podcast on social media, because the more people that listen to the podcast, not only do you help partners by doing that, but it helps put our brand front and center, and we get a big legend like Arlen Sorensen to join. That's going to generate a lot of traffic, a lot of interest in Axient. I think that's important to our company.